Hey, what's up out there, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be doing another mod on the F150. Plus, I'm going to go over a couple of things that I did, and I did this back a few weeks back. I never did, tell you guys about or show you, So hey, sit back. Hope you enjoy the content. Please, if those of you watching those videos, hey, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We're trying the notification button. You got to hit that notification bell, that little bell thing is down below right there. You see it? There it is. Okay. So just, sit back and watch, and you're going to see what I'm going to be doing today. All right. To go through a couple of things past, I'm going to be doing some switching up. Okay. But before we do that, I'm going to show you a couple of things I did do. First of all, you guys remember these big two red tow hooks that was on the front of my truck? Okay, you see they're parked over there. The reason why they're parked over there is because I switched them out, and I didn't switch them out to tow hooks. I switched them out to the D rings. Okay, there you have the D rings right there. Okay, here's the other one on this side here. See the D ring. Now, I want you guys to take a look at that bracket. You see that round circle? That's a bracket that's right there. Okay. Um, That is not a purchased bracket. That is something that I made myself. Okay? Because I told you guys, I take my hand at a lot of stuff, doing different projects, welding, cutting, stuff like that. But that's where they are. Okay? As you can see, the tow hooks are in place. All right, well, the D rings to pull are all up in place. But that's what I did. I did that a couple of weeks ago, but I never did cover it for you all to show you what it looks like, so you can see what that looks like. So today, what I'm going to be doing, what we're going to do is together, because I'm going to take you through step by step on how I'm going to do this. All right. You see these light fixtures down here, these fog lights? I'm going to be replacing those. Those are going to be replaced today. And what these are going to be replaced with are not the exact same. Well, I don't know if I guess I showed you all these before. Okay, the ones that I put up on top, the yellow ones, which are right here. Okay. Now, what the ones down here on the bottom, what they're going to be replaced with, they're not going to be replaced with the exact with the factory ones. They're going to be replaced with these. This is what I'm putting down there. Okay. So if I take this over this way here, first of all, I'll show you how I'm going to do this. Okay. So to give you a closer look, okay, these are going to be placed down in here on the inside right there. This is all coming out, okay? But this doesn't fit this slot, okay? But I'm going to do some modification to it, and I'm going to do some real neat, tasteful modification to show you that it can be done, because there's a bolting bracket right here. So it may be bolted on the inside to the top, and it may be bolted inside to the bottom. It all depends on what I come with, because see, I'm going to pull this out, and I'm going to take this entire housing out right here as well. Okay, so you can see up in it and see exactly how it goes. But these are going out today. I was going to replace them with the Morimoto, lights that go down there that look really nice. But I don't want to be like everybody else. I want something different. I like my vehicles to look different. Now, this is one of my older ones right here, and because I put that like that. Now, I was thinking about maybe, and I don't know, I may do this or not. I may take the ones that are up there, the yellow ones, and put those down here. What do you all think?
Hell no.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna get them out first, and after I get them out, then we'll decide on what we're gonna do. First thing I'm gonna do is I gotta disconnect the wiring harness, which is right here, to take this bulb out, to get this out the way. And to do this, you just give this a quick turn counterclockwise and pull that out, and there's the LED bulb. Get that out of the way. Then there's a screw, which is right here, a Phillips head, which has to be backed out of here. And this is the adjustment screw. I wonder if I'm going to need a smaller Phillips. So I couldn't find my shorter Phillips, and so I got my rigid here with the bigger bit. And this is a real rough spot to get this in, but you can see, but it is turning. There we go. Now the screw came out and the spring came out, and I want to hold on to those because I may be using them again. All right. That makes it so that this light can move up and down. That's an adjustment screw, so you can adjust the light beam up, adjust it down. Now, to take it out, these two little pieces right here on the side, this little pry piece, I'm gonna have to pry those up, and I do that with a flathead. To get this out, I had to start on the other side first, which is on this side will be my right side facing the vehicle, to be on your left side, to start with that end, because that end comes out the other way. That side had to pop out first. Then once you pop that side out, and also had to go and get my I told you my Hardy gloves. These are great gloves. You can get them from Harbor Freight, and they're only like $5 a pair. Not bad. So then I take this with that pushed out that way, and I'm gonna pry this other side up this way and give this a push or a wiggle. And there we go, almost there. There we go. Now see, that came through. Now all I gotta do is wiggle that out from the front. Using a pry screwdriver. Here you can see that is released from there. And once you release that, you gotta wiggle this thing out. And you wanna be careful because you don't wanna tear up the whole housing and everything, but you can see that's how that comes out. The sides that are holding in were right here, right there. You guys can see that, all right? And that side over there, all right? So, I don't think I'm gonna end up having to take this housing out because I see I can get up under the bottom of this and I can get up under the top of it. Well, it's more room down at the bottom. So therefore the bolt can go down the bottom where I'm gonna put the new ones at. But before I do all that, I wanna clean this out real good. Now, the new lights, as I was saying, will go in here, but I'm gonna have to adjust this piece right there because I don't know. Should I have them coming out that far? I was looking at the other ones. This is the old one, okay? And thinking about possibly moving that around, you know, and at least coming out to right about like right there with it. Okay, so I don't know. Tell me, what do y'all think? That one or that one? I think this one's better, but I gotta find a way. I gotta adjust this bracket up some. Yeah, and the bracket can damn sure adjust. Look at the bottom of it. I could slide that bracket up some where I could get that. Oh yes, I got room where I can get that in there. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get this bracket up and get this in. But before we do all this, we're gonna test these lights and see what these lights look like. All right, so I was over here testing the lights out and they work and everything, but see, this is what I envision. Let me show you guys, okay? Now, this is what it looks like now, okay? This is the driver's side, which I haven't started on that yet. And this is what I envision, okay? That's what that's gonna look like. So, I like that look. I really do. I like that look. I like it. It looks a little bit more cleaner. It looks a little bit more sleek than that over there. Now, I told you all I was going to figure out a way how to mount this thing up in here, in which, you know, I know I told you that. I told you I was going to figure out a way. I know I told you that because I heard me say it, that I told you I was going to figure out. So, the brackets that are back on the back of this, which is right here, you can see that it's got a hole in it, which this bolt goes through. And on this bolt, there's a nut that goes on the back of it, okay? And there's also a lock bolt on the top. Now, if you look up inside of there, what do we have there? These were right in there where you see those holes at. Let's get a little bit closer there. You guys can see If you can look up in there, you'll see that hole right there. That hole that's back up in there is the slot that, now you can see it. That's the slot that fit these things up in. That was the slot that fit those things up in. That slot, believe it or not, is big enough for this screw to go into that hole like that and come out on the other side, okay? So that's how this is going to be bolted in there. All right, so I got this in there. I got it tightened up, but I don't have it all the way tightened. Okay, like I told you, I wanted to leave it loose a little bit. You can see right there, I left it loose because for some adjustment reason wise. I kind of want it like right in that area right there. So that's when I'm gonna tighten it all the way up, you know, get it down real good. But before I do that, I'm gonna wire it up and see what the lights look like. I want to show you all something that this stuff, a lot of this stuff is pretty self-explanatory. Okay, basically explains itself to you. I want you to take a look now. The new on the new fog lights I'm putting on there, the fog lamps I'm putting on there, you got a red, yellow, and black wiring, which is right there. Hope you can see that. Now on the old wiring that's up there already, that I cut off this part, which is right here from the old LED bulbs. As you can look and see, that wire right there is red and yellow, and this one's black. So that basically tells me black goes to black, red goes to red. And if you got red and yellow, that tells you can go both red and yellow on there at the same time. So temporary, I'm just going to hook these up and make sure that everything is working properly before I solder these wires together. Like I said, I always do that. I never, when I'm doing any kind of electrical stuff I do, I always test it and make sure that I get everything right before I permanently put it together. Because the last thing you want to do is permanently put something together, and then you got to end up taking it right back off. And all right, so this is how this works. Okay, the red wire gives you just the white light. The yellow wire hooked into it with it gives you the yellow amber lights. Now, if I go over here, this is the switch that goes to that, which is right here. I'm trying to show it to you. And on the switch is where you can turn it on and turn them off, you know, different ones, if you wire it up that way. I don't have it wired up that way right now. I have it going just straight, you know, to the fog lamps. Now I'm going to show you, this is going to change because I'm going to get up under it and I'm going to connect the yellow wire, and you're going to see some flashing and some yellow going on in there. All right, so let's touch the yellow one on that. We'll see what we get. You guys see that? Now, if I disconnect the red wire, which is right there, and just run the yellow into it, that's what I get. It's now it switched over to yellow. Okay, all right. So I see what's happening here. I see exactly what's happening. Now, if I disconnect that and plug it back in, it should turn back white. Let's see. Let's see what happens here. If I take the red one off, put it back on it, it's still yellow. I take the yellow one, put the yellow one on it, nothing. I put both of them, all three of them together, and that's what I get. I get flashing. Now I turn that off and hook the red one back up, and I get yellow. So we got the passenger side one, that one's all up, wired up, ready to go. And we're getting ready to move over to the driver's side and get that one done. But I am not going to suffer you all through the pain and anguish of watching me doing this thing, because it can be kind of painful. So we'll just, you know, give you a couple of, you know, that little magic. Oh, it's hard to snap that finger right there. That finger's sore. Here, let's try with my right hand. Ought to be a little bit better there. There's the right hand there. And there we have it. Got the other side done. Now we're going to turn them on and test them out and see what they look like. that's a look at it from the top. And we're gonna turn the lights on and see what they look like, all right? So I kind of want to get this set up first before I turn them on. There's one on one side, there's the other one on the other side. And I love the look, I really do, I love the look. Now from a distance, you know, you all can see, I got a lot of amber lighting there, okay? And I think it looks great. I didn't need any more white lighting, and I'm gonna show you the reason why I didn't need any more white lighting. That's the reason why I didn't need any more white lighting. I mean, I blind people enough as it is, okay? So that's one of the reasons why I said that, you know, the amber lighting would be sufficient. Well, I hope this video was helpful to somebody, you know, because I told you I wanted to take you through everything, you know, without you, you know, missing, you know, things and just, you know, covering stuff, you know, just in case somebody else wants to try to do this, just to let you know that you can change those lights. You don't have to put the other ones down there. I mean, it's, you know, things are made to be worked around and you know, to your liking, to however you feel. You know, like I said, what works for one won't work for the other. And everybody's got their own way of doing the thing. So, you know, I'm not perfect. I'll keep trying to get better, you know, and there's some things I might not do right. So I'll just, yeah, I just got to keep moving. So thank y'all for coming in, watching the channel. Thank you for hitting those subscribe buttons, the notification bell, you know, for supporting my channel. I appreciate it. For the comments that people leave me out there. You know, I can't mention everybody by name, but I want to thank y'all so much. Kicking it with Q. Q, thank you for the thing you gave me about the EcoBoost engine and, you know, how in the cold air, because I can see in the difference now how it runs, you know, when it was real cold. You know, it seemed like I just had more power. So, hey, appreciate that. You know, you learn from some of everybody. And check him out. He's got a station called Kicking It With Q, you know, and he's got a beautiful red F150 that I love. I really love it. And he's got great content. So, you know, check him out when you get a chance, you know, over on YouTube. Thank y'all for tuning in. Y'all have a wonderful day. God bless, and we'll see you next time.